How long do we do this for? The onions are very brown, you know.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Hello there, 29th of August on Thursday. Thursday. What is this cooking called, this tripod? What's the Hungarian name?
Bograch.
It's called a what?
Bograch.
They can't see you, it's facing the other way.
Ah,
It's all safe. Again?
Bograch.
Bograch.
Yes.
Ah, and this is how we make traditional Hungarian goulash. Or if you was on a meet at the retreat and you had a little park, then we'd all be sat round now, and you'd all have your seats around that way, and we'd be in the private land, and we'd be cooking some nice vegetables in there. Like, I have two pots, one for the meat eaters, one for the vegetarians, and oh aye, this is it. This is cooking on earth, like that knows. How we doing, scribes? Michael, Will, Lev. Just having a bit of scran. Just gonna look at my emails later. Don't panic. I haven't been in the office today. I've been out in a thermal spa sorting out them and my psoriasis. Swimming with Yanka. It's been excellent. They have nice swimming pools. Obviously, when it's 30, 40 degrees, you go outside and drop into the pool. Thermal heated. Smell a bit eggy. A lot of sulphur there, don't they? And yeah, it's like the land of 1,000 trumps, but it's very good for you health-wise and skin. So I just thought this is the beginning stage. Yes, onions browning, medium amount of heat. When you're doing this, you can't be turning the gas down, you see. So oh, I just thought I'd have a chat with you. I'm gonna do a bit of cooking, and then I'm logging on. Actually, not like barbecuing. Brothers and sisters, you get some nice stews on. Incidentally, I have seen, what about before you make the fire, you dig out underneath the fire and you'd put in a clay pot. I think this is a more African, is it gumbo, it might be a gumbo. I've seen Jamie doing it when he was slagging off school dinners and McDonald's. I think after he did that, and Bernard Matthews, wasn't it? Turkey Twizzlers that were full of lips and bumholes. I can say that because Jamie said it was really true. Pink slime in McDee's burgers, and then after that, I saw him doing some world cooking, and they dug out underneath. And then they had a clay pot. They filled the clay pot with beans, many things. Let's see what's going in here. So it's obviously not vegetarian because that would be, is that pork for the traditional goulash, my queen? Yes, it is. It's a two-man job, this. And then once you've filled your clay pot with your beans, vegetables, whatever, stew, essentials, you'd put that under the fire, and then you build your fire like this, and then you could cook on the top something else. Or, you know, if you were doing it in advance, you put your vegetables or your stew in. Let me get back so you can hear me. And then if you're doing it for tomorrow, night fire, you put your pot in and build the fire, have that for tonight, and as you got your fire to keep you warm. I'm not getting on like to be like that, I'm just saying it's we sometimes go over the top. If we get burnt, we've got some silver water, haven't we? We've got some special oils. But that's kind of my job. I'm going to stop filming. I just wanted to show you I'm being good, not getting our queen on. She's a private lady. You can catch her on Facebook if you know. Say private lady, can't be private when you got a profile on Facebook, can you? Me included, Sovereign G. And also, I'll link it with some kind of relevance. I was having a private chat yesterday with Josh X. Yeah, I'll show my face a minute. And what did we were talking about quite a lot. He's done a video last night with Sister Karen on the Unscrambled channel. There we go. If you haven't looked at Sun and Moon's Karen, Patricia, the fam's new YouTube outlet, you can find the Unscrambled channel, and that's where she is. There'll be a video, I would imagine, of Josh X and Sister Karen, Patricia, chatting from last night. And as I was casting, bringing you this Summa 12 and 60 maths, I had two calls, and I've rang them back on the WhatsApp, and Josh was talking to me about various etymology. We haven't chatted for a while. We had a good chat, chinwag. I did say and we haven't seen him on the .com for a bit, and we've got some requests and some contact for him, and I passed on your messages in a roundabout way, and he says he can't log on, he's got issues, I need to check his account, and he'll be back on, something to do with his phone. And we had a relevant chat, and I'm going to get an email for him to give to you. And he went on to boxes and being in a box, and I'm like, yes, all right, that's fair enough, ox, we get that. And he's like, no, be ox, Dave, when you're in the box and you're in the square and you cannot see a way out and you cannot think and you're all panicky and this, that, the other. He says, and you go around in circles, you're boxed in. He says, you're trapped in a box, you're living in a box, and that means you're being an ox. I went, okay, being a bull. Okay, I go like that. And then as I've been thinking today, in light of the videos that I've brought out of the heliocentric bibliotech decoded and so forth, I had a thought about B Ox in G Day. Now, what date in the year would B Ox in G Day be? Date would you assign that day if it was to be an ox in the G Day? Boxing Day. Yes. I was like, so I'm going to get Josh on the chat. So I've had I've had a chat with Sister Karen. It's the heat does it to you. And I've asked how she does hangouts, and there is no live hangout option available, as you know, for Tube. And she does it via offline recording and then uploads it. So there is no chat room. I says, well, the bit I like about this is the interaction live and direct, and the fact that they can research and check what we say, who we have on, and it just makes it all that more interactive. Other than checking on what we say, they can also give back and tell us things we don't know. It's a two-way path, so we value that interaction, and this is what we're doing. So regarding video chats, platforms, equivalent to Hangouts, we would like to meet somebody that could be given a server and create software that we could host, run and serve. Not really perhaps store all the videos, you'd have to get them and copy them yourself. We keep them for maybe like a week or something, and we're not a military organisation like the ones out there that can do this. So we haven't got unlimited funds and resources, not yet. We have, but we haven't got the access and rights to them, have we? So that's coming momentarily. But if you have got thoughts on anybody who's a genie, us, who's very clever, that could work with us to integrate a live broadcasting system, software platform, and then we'd get accounts made, profiles, pages similar to everywhere else, and then we would get you all on. Yeah, so we're looking at that, and we're also looking to do it ourselves ultimately, even if we find a good platform that's very cheap, and you know, what comes for free is sacrificed, and you do something for free, that's a little bit of blood, sweat and tears usually, and some kind of finance outlay, whatever. We could do it as a cooperative, and we could all get in and link up. We'll see. So we're on with that. And we got a nice sky there. Let me just here's some sky, then we go to the name, say hey hey. Sun's just going. It's been a bit cloudy and overcast. Are we good? What's that on? Is that on gas mark 50? That's the way he's turned it right up there, hasn't he? Stones round the edge, keeping the heat. That's as far as we can go. We have Jesse and Clint. Clint easy now. Yes, Clint. Wasn't bankrupt. Goulash, my favourite, Dave. Oh, I. So nice. Chefing it up. Yeah. All right then. So you're familiar with a bit of goulash, are you? Good lad. Good lad. Homemade, obviously. Chefing. Boxing Day. That's it, Quinn. You got there. Boxing G Day though. Boxing Day. Yeah, it just came to me today. So Caesar's Messiah, Josephus, a very good storyteller. Indeed, it's very, very valuable, isn't it? It's a very concise, articulate. The document you would look at as well. There's a PDF on the .com for you to review, and also the wars of the Jews, the antiquities, the pre-Christian gnosis, Yeah, there's a lot to bring you there. We've got a lot of new information to cognise it and to make your own decisions and to formulate that aspect of. So this is for the New Testament, bearing in mind. That's why I said at the beginning you'll need those documents, probably 5 or 6, wasn't there, in total, dictionaries, Bibles, and etc. So yeah, we will have another chat about this. It's just you need to digest the pagan Christian video, the totalitarian tiptoe, the two. And then the base Summa 1260 maths does come into play, but that's pre-Roman, Judea, Mesopotamia. It gets a bit mishmash because we're not doing it in a what's the word, continuum, a chronological order. Is the word. We are picking bits up, the easier bits, to be fair, the critical bits, and then we're having to do this. But that's live now in 2019. In a few years, we will be in a place where we have all of this publications, documentations, and the pathway that we've done, and we can correct the errors and revise them, improve them continuously until they are as perfect as they can be. And you and I are the best versions of ourselves that we can be. Yes, I agreed, Quinn. Thank you for that. There's a few comments I've seen on the .com. Somebody, brilliant. I'm not going to say a name because we're private, aren't we? Wow, yes, that was silly. Like this, paraphrased. You'll know who you are, and when you hear it, it says, "I would like to just express my gratitude and thanks for all that have helped me get to this point." It said something like, "I have had some feedback from my family, and they've mentioned in a great many ways." I won't say what he said. And he said, "My family have asked me what I've done, what's happened, where I've been going, what I'm doing, and I've told them that I've embarked on an education." He said, "I want to tell you all that I'm very grateful, I'm very happy." That just hits you right there, because it's not about the 25 pence a week that we'd ask for a donation. You know, the donation is just a donation to support the site. There's more value in the .com and your soul. You know, how much value is in your soul and spirit and your afterlife. You know, how much do you value that? That's what we're asking you, to be fair. So to get a message back like that, where man says his family and friends have noticed it, wow, I've got to show you the fire as well. Woohoo! Here we go now. Gas mark 50, that must be 100 then. But these are the Hungarians, they do this all their life. I will joke and laugh. I was asked, yes, Asta, that means wow in Magyar. Here we go. This is probably not how to cook the goulash. You're alright, like you need a bit of a shield on that arm. Yes, and yeah, the self-initiate of SPL was turned around and has said that his family, they have, said well done, and perhaps, I'm just mentioning it because I read it this morning, and the hard work and what we go through. This file that I've had, that was the heliocentric bibliotech that I've done in 2 parts. That file has disappeared. It's vanished off USBs. The text has changed. It's got all shuffled up. I've lost it as attachment of emails. When I did it, I started getting interrupted, and it was very hard in many ways. The names in it, I'm not familiar with. It was Santos that booked me in initially, and to say enough love for them. Look at her, there she is. And yeah, I've since gone on my own journey, and Flavius, yes, Domitilla, and these names there. All right, Lily. Such a beautiful animal. It's really opened up my mind. I'm not so au fait and familiar with it, and it needs more editing, and we will publish that and give it away for free. So again, the timeline, history, Bibles, bibliothèques, religion, faith, language, instruments, who you are, the language, the babble, and the phonics, the etymology are all put back. And hopefully we've done this in time to link up with everyone else and to work with everybody else, like F was on, FPV, Angel for the Sumerian 1260 maths, and he's given me a link and said he wants me to look at mirroring something, so I'll do that. Yes, F, I will mirror that, give man chance, and I will. I'm going to get back onto the cooking, and just sit tight, fam, and that's your update. I'm doing the best I can. I think it's where it should be, and Only get back and supervise these two, make sure that they're safe. Oh, we have got some gloves, look. Hey up. Oh, what's happening? It's bending. It's too heavy, too much goulash in it. Ah, we need some metal, some crimpers. I've got some in the car, Anne-Marie. I've got some mole. That's what that needs, isn't it? Some mole grips. That's what we want there. Alright, so I'm going to get off, enjoy that, but just remember, if you haven't got 4 walls and you know, bricks and mortar, it's not the end of the realm. How would you do it in winter? Good question. We like challenges. We'd find out. We'd have a sheltered area to cook in. That's how. Or you'd have internal mini cookers as well. Burning fossil fuels, gases, diesels and petrols, even with, you know, cleaner burns, they're still burning the is it sheet oil that it says in the olden maps, the oil underneath? Sheol, is it? That's Shell oil, because I thought, well, Shell oil is pretty much like Sheol, Sheol. We'd look at, I personally want to invent a hydrogen boiler system that uses water to generate. You get your gas and your hot water igniting and going through. I believe there's an engineer in Germany that's done this. We have the capability, know-how done after the law side of things. We've got a lot of scientists in the family. I am so happy and blessed and you know, grateful to you all for your emails, your contact, your feedback, even the like I say, the grumbles. We need the grumbles to improve. I need to know what annoys you, what you're missing, what you don't like, you know. And we have got solar, hydrogen, quantum, vortex, road-ins telling us Ubuntu systems. We can all get on Ubuntu. We can all have I've seen you. We can all have a video casting open source network. Okay, we could have servers that hold it all for a short time, and we can move forward with this. We are on the cusp of something beautiful. We have been you know, waiting so long. Is that original organic? That's paprika, isn't it? Not the red paprika we have in the jar at home. No, it's fresh, organic vegetables, all grown in the garden down yonder, all by family and friends. Yes, Lily. You want some goulash, Lily? It's got some of your cousins in it, though. You won't want to try that. So, yeah, back to systems. Yes, we have been doing trial and error with the hydrogen. I was ready 2 years, you know, when I heard about it, and Matthew in Sheffield got me onto that, bless him. And he was the one on the ball with that. He showed it me. He did quite a lot, actually. I love Matt in Sheffield. Let me just say that now. He's a wealth of knowledge, a true scientist in the making. Jack Fresco, Nikola Tesla and hydrogen was all introduced to me by my brother Matt. Wow, solar. And now we've got Joseph, what did I say his name was? Merkel of the Summa on that presentation of the videos, the old sketchy videos where he's got his microscope and he's collecting elixir from the sun. Elixir from the sun, all my days. So yeah, all we've got to do now, get private, claim our land, claim our property, and I can't wait. Josh X, camp initiate, need a retreat, all of us. So just to show you from the back garden, and every day you see that, look, remember, pray. It bongs every hour just to remind you. What else was I going to show you? Can you see these? What this man's got on his wall there? Some like these swords. There, you'll be able to see that surely. Fancy a fight? Won't burgle him, would you? Only that's got a massive dog. Lots of fruit trees everywhere. We can have this. We haven't got the climate, but we've got the climate for winter and summer vegetables, harvest, fruits, medicine, tonics. Yes, so the website, that's what I wanted to say as well. The website is self-managing. Any issues on there, it's all automated. It shouldn't require my attention to do anything. We've made it a pretty much foolproof, interactive, educational, non-representatory portal. So Yes, we have sorted out rather a lot of the bugs on there now. We're into our second year. I've never built websites before. That's why we've got G-Star there. We have incorporated the annoying PayPal system just because it's convenient. It's there, it's tracked, recorded, traced, and it leaves the account holders in full control of the accounts and etc., taking it away from us on the .com. So you would recognise that there is no, I oversee and so does Greg. We are the two that are there, not Andy, not Josh, not Kevin, David, me. I'm responsible lawfully, and then Greg operates under my permissions, authority, and he's authorised, but I have all the liability. What do we have here? It wasn't very big, was it? Bit of a letdown. Sometimes they're like really high and they're the ones that collect corn and you're like, what? So back to the website, just before we go, there is nothing there that cannot be managed by yourselves. It is an educational platform and it has built into it various little extras for you, like profiles, messaging, forums, chats, resource library, and various other sections. So we keep building onto it because it's a creation of ours, and it's hopefully going to serve our blood in the future and man's to come, thousands of them, as equivalent to the Temple London BAR, the civil judicial system, the jurisprudence and etc. that we have, and this would serve as man's way. So the .com is just a dumping ground initially for my head and others that want to come in and have a look and help and give us advice and whatever. But with regards to your account, your activity and everything like that, it's unlike Facebook because it's private, it's full of honour, it doesn't allow terrorists, you manage it yourself, you're responsible for your own actions as you are in the realm. There's no police on there, there's no blocking, and there's none of this of what you're used to. We're not wiping your bottom for you. I will take the responsibility for trying to save and help man's soul and spirit, but I will not take the responsibility of saving man's ass, wiping bums, taking them off the line. So I've had some criticism of late about PayPal and accounts and things, and people are trying to, I'm not going to say anything in particular, but I've noticed people trying to make out things aren't quite right. Well, I'm the man that likes things to be bang on right, so we've made them to be bang on right. And if you have any issues, you email David at splspro.com, and we do get on it straight away. And I've given everybody the full due care and attention of which they require, even to the point of searching the whole PayPal account for every single issue. And when you do that, you can resolve it very quickly. And if I can't, you report it to PayPal, and PayPal will make sure it's resolved very quickly. That's why we've done it. So just in case there is any confusion there, I'm here ultimately, and I will attend to it. And we do what we need to do when we need to do it. I do check that periodically, 48 hours at a time, and Greg's on it as well. So yes, I am very happy, very strong, very grateful, very hungry. It's getting to dusk. Let's have a quick look at the goulash before we go, the comments, and then I will say, oh look at this. Nice one. Easy, Albert, how you doing? It's goulash time. DWP, this is they are leaving me alone for 2 years. Boom, have that. Michael, my son, I'm glad I stayed to look at the comments. Fantastic. Okay, they're leaving you alone for 2 years. So I will, when I'm back on terra firma, England, I will send things covered in a private, generic way. That would be good. Get in. Well done, Mike. I'm happy for you. Get in. Yes, it probably will be full of that. Lisa, thank you, sister, for your time. Thank you, Scribes, for enjoying the cooking goulash with family in the garden. I'm sure you've seen fires and that before. I just thought I'd come on and say, what's up? I was chatting with G-Star, and I just realised that I wanted to film this, and that's it. Here we go. Just update you and chat. Much love. Ciao, bello. And I will see you Friday tomorrow. We are setting off tea time, 5 o'clock. Hungary to go to Dunkirk. That's the one. Wow. Warning, when you are when you get off the ferry on the Francais side, Dunkirk, I've only ever got off that, you'll see a load of roads like a spaghetti effect, and they've got these roundabouts very close to each other, and they have these little signposts, very little signposts, with like 3 lots of numbers on them each, and they'll have like 06234829 and 08234827 and whatever, and they're very small, and they're writing a very small signpost. If any of you encountered difficulty trying to get from the France side after you come back from wherever you've been in Europe, and on your horsey, and you need to get on the ferry, and you come across the way to go back to the ferry ports, but there must be 50 different roads and signs, with each of them 53 port like tags, numbers. You know how the commercial admiralty works, yeah? So it's just that there's no names, there's no real directions or anything. It's very confusing. So word to the wise, if you do think about, oh, I want to do that and come out to Europe and travel and get on a ferry and etc., then great, brilliant. That's credit to you. It's the same, but me and Anne-Marie and Yanka last year, probably half an hour. I did get a little bit vexated. I'm heated. We weren't in a rush. It was just insanity on the other side of the road, doing stuff at last minute. And you know, the other French drivers are a beautiful Francais family, but you have driving habits of which, when you see the English angle plate, they immediately get mad. They give you no room for manoeuvre. They just like Angleterre or whatever they call us. Yeah, so all in all, make sure you know your route back. You don't leave a lot of time, at least 5 to 7 hours. I've not got a spare wheel on the Tran, and what I've ended up doing was going to a garage in East Midlands and saying I need a wheel and a tyre, and I got a tyre, a steel, and another wheel fitted onto it for, I think it was 30 quid. Yeah, 30 quid. A part worn tyre with 5.5, near enough 6 mil on it. Nothing really wrong with the tyre, still bobbles on it. A steel wheel, all in for 30 quid. We've got breakdown cover, and that's great. But if you're in, you know, a mission, and you don't want to sit there for 2-3 hours on breakdown cover, you know, ask the AA when you pay that £200 for cover, European extra cover, because when you got a 200,000 miles on the clock, and then you get the cover. I said to them, what happens if I get a flat tyre? Sorry, past the wife. And they take it to a garage, wherever it is. Then you got to buy it at your own expense. I went, oh, do you really? And they see them English number plates again, don't they? They think, oh, travellers, they got loads of money, haven't they? Out in Europe, needing a tyre and a wheel, that'll be €150. What? You know, so again, just a little bit of travelling advice. Try and bring some spare one for 30 quid. Chuck it somewhere in the back or on the roof box, and should you ever get a flat and not be on your home terra firma, then you will not be rinsed for a simple £30 job. And as for the ferry ports, I'll let you know when I get back. I'm prepared for it this time. I did try to make some notes, and I think it was something like 98823 that I've got in here to look for, and a rough pathway. But once you see the first roundabout on all them sticks, and you know, you should have on your ticket a number for the ports you're right, and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. When you get your ferry tickets, please don't be put off by me, but just make sure that you get all of the relevant details before you set off. And if you don't, ring them up and ask them. You haven't, it's Lisa there, so all right, I'm giving it to you this time. Those on the replay, please put comments on. I'm going to check through them and be more attentive. So yeah, we've got a seminar to look forward to in September. I'm going to say it's there. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to manifest it now, even though I've not done anything, not a stroke, but I believe there's a venue up north, so we'll make it happen. Yes, we will. And the publication's coming out. Wish us well for tomorrow. I doubt I'll be live again. I'll leave the cancer video and statistics till I come back, and we will see you probably at the weekend. I'll say hello, see if I get hold of Smithy if he wants to have a chat or something. Sheffield, Matt, Josh, I'll get them on the phone. Oh, it's one of them big beasts again. One of them, what do we call it? Is it a something moth? Hawk, devil, moth. It's a big one, not devil. Oh, my camera's on the way out. Come on, lad. What moth was it now? Don't get me. Hawk, moth, something moth, bird moth. No, we're not focusing, are we? It's not having none of that. You can see that size of it on the back of the wall there. Eagle moth. because it's so dark. We're having problems. I've got no torch to show you, but they're big. I'm getting back. They're like Spitfires. And yeah, I'll look at those that have emailed me asking for help and appointments before I consider going back into trade in Birmingham. I will say that I will offer some time, take appointments in September, maybe October. You'd have to remunerate me for the time and diesel, but I'll say that now. I think I've posted it on the .com. So we've got a lot to knuckle down with. DSAR from the land registry, certificates of V5's gone back, so you'll get updated in due course. And much love to you. Wish us luck for the longer 1,500-mile travel. I'm going to go and cook with a fam, or even eat. It might be ready now. I've gabbed that long. Yes, I thank you, Mike. Oh, is that what it is? Behemoth. Much love, thank you, and we will see you soon. Behemoth. Bosh.